All right, so it's probably about a week later. I finally got my brake caliper back last night. So now we can go ahead, get that brake caliper on there. I'll show you guys how to do the rear brakes. Real quick, I do have another video if you want to go back and look, all about doing the parking brake and stuff for the back. I'm not going to mess with this one. I think there's enough life left for a little while, so I'm just going to get the caliper on there, get the rotor on there, brake pads, all that stuff. So here's how the caliper looks. We can get in there. All right, so let's not waste any time. Let's get these brakes together so we can get the brakes bled and hopefully get this car back on the road. All right, so here's what we're working with. I tightened this, I zip tied this thing off so that brake fluid wasn't gonna leak out of here. So I just need to take our back screw off of here and get that on there. Okay, so, all right, so we got that cleaned up. Obviously the caliper is gonna sit on there like this. So this brake line is just gonna go right in there. We're gonna throw our washer on, bolt another washer, get this guy screwed in there. Our brake line's on there. I'm gonna make sure our bleeders are tight. All right, so we got our caliper on there for now. We're just gonna set it back there. Okay, so first thing we're gonna wanna do is just kinda hose off. Just clean the crap out of this thing. With some brake clean. Now I'm just gonna set my caliper on here and you can feel how loose that is. So, all right, so if you look up underneath of here, you can see this right here. We're just gonna push this out and then that's going to open these discs so that they'll press up against the rotor. So we're just gonna do that a little bit and then I'll show you guys. So we moved those out a little bit. As you can see, it still slides on pretty easy. So we're just gonna move this, we're gonna move these out a little bit further. And we're just trying to go out until the rotor will just barely slide on with just almost no resistance, just a little bit. All right, so now as you can see, it's too tight to slide that on. So we're just gonna bring it back a little. So we're gonna come back just a little. I think that is going to be just about perfect. You can see it slides on, but it's not moving, so that's how we adjust those brake pads under there. All right, now we got that rotor on there, so now we can get this caliper on. So we got this little thing that sits behind the brakes. I'm not sure what all years have this. I think it's some sort of like dampening or something, so. But it just sits right back behind here in that. So then take our caliper, slide it on there and get these bolts in there. All right, so we got this little bracket right here in the back. Let's see if we can get our caliper bolts in there. And it's probably a good idea to use some anti-seize on these threads if you plan on going a long time before you mess with your brakes. But I know that I like to take stuff apart a lot, so. All right, so we got our caliper on there. We got it tightened, we got our rotor on. Next thing we're gonna wanna do is get our brakes in there. They should just slide right down in there. Like that. I'm not really sure if you need these little things. They were in there when I took them off. Took the brakes off, so I'm just gonna put them back in. Anyways. And they just sit behind the pad. Like that. Just like before, we'll put some caliper grease on our pins. When you get the pin through there, you put this little clip on there, hold it in. That little piece is gonna go sit right in there like that. Put some grease on the other one. Make sure it goes under that. All right, we got that through there. We'll throw this pin in. All right, guys, so I got the rear brake caliper on there and the brakes all together. There's what we got. So that's done. I already did the other side a couple days ago, just so it was already ready. So we got the back brakes on there. We got our front brakes on. So now I'm gonna spend a little bit of time and try to get these brakes bled. I'm probably not gonna show that in this video. I might make a how-to video on it. It's really tedious. It kind of sucks. But I do have my girlfriend to help me, so hopefully it doesn't take too long. But I will update you guys as soon as it gets done. Okay, so I went and got the girlfriend and we got the brakes bled. So I got the old fluid out of there and added new .4 brake fluid. I went around twice. All right, so just so you guys know, when you're bleeding these brakes, you're gonna start and do the front passenger side first, then you're gonna go to the rear driver side, the front driver side, then the rear passenger side. That's the order you wanna go in, and on each one, you wanna start with the outside bleeder, and then the inside bleeder. Pretty easy, went pretty good. One of the front driver side brake line had quite a bit of air in it, and also of course the rear passenger side where we replaced the caliper. I think the air got in the lines because I left the brake line uncapped for a little while and all the brake fluid leaked out of the reservoir and pulled air in there. But everything is feeling good now, so I need to get these wheels off of the WRX and get them back on the STI, and then I will throw the winter wheels back on here for now, back on the WRX for now. I did order some new wheels, so I'm hoping those get shipped out here soon. Hopefully this new camera is working out pretty good. It seems to be. I think the new microphone will probably help out a lot though. Then I can capture stuff outside in the wind and all that stuff. So I guess I'm gonna set up a time lapse real quick, get all these wheels switched over and everything, get the STI back on the ground. All right, guys, so from when we put the axles in, we never tightened this axle nut. So since we got the wheels on, I took the center cap off so we can get that torque down. So the torque on this is supposed to be 162. This only goes up to 150, so we're just gonna get it maxed out and then go a little more. And then when you look, you can see right here where the indent is, that it's lined up now. So we can take our hammer and just hit this in. All right, so we got that hammered in there. Throw our cap on. Wipe that off. And we'll go ahead and do the other side real quick, and then we should be good to go. All right, well, there we go. We got the car back on the ground. Everything's torqued down and installed. It's getting a little hot in here, so getting a little sweaty. So yeah, there we go. The brakes look pretty good through these wheels here. I think these wheels will probably stay on the car. And we'll probably put the new ones on our WRX when we get them. So I'm pretty excited about that. I haven't driven the car in almost 2 weeks, so I'm gonna go grab my laptop and get the new tune on here, let her warm up, do a little bit of data logging. But yeah, we haven't driven it since we put our power steering pump in there, our cylinder 4 cooling mod. We put all new brake rotors, brake pads, all that stuff on there. We put our intake air temperature sensor in there. Hopefully everything goes good and we don't have any issues. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video out right here. Hopefully this helps you guys get your CV boots replaced, get your axles in there installed, and your brakes, all that stuff. But yeah, I'm just super happy to have the car back together. So we're gonna go out and do a little drive, get some stuff done. So go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys later.